I am proud to be European because I was created from the clay of Europe. I believe in God and I am proud to be a Muslim. And according to the teachings of the Quran, which is also the teachings of the Old Testament and the New Testament, we are created from the clay. So I was created from the clay of Europe, which is in Bosnia and Herzegovina. And the reason I am saying this is I lived in Asia, in Africa, and in America as well, and was trying to adapt myself to there. Then I realized that in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, you can raise bananas, but you cannot do that in Bosnia. But you cannot have the apples that you have in Bosnia. So, because I was created from the clay of Bosnia, God has provided me the food that is good for my body, and also for those who are born in Malaysia, they have their food that was created for them. So this is why I am proud of on the biological assumption. But I am also proud of Europe because Europe is a symbol of good and evil at the same time. The most evil things that happened in the history of mankind happened in Europe. You know that. The Holocaust, and I am a victim also and survivor of genocide in Bosnia and Herzegovina. But at the same time, I am proud of Europe that it is the most good that happened in the world happened in Europe regarding the human rights, democracy, equality, and social justice. You have now in Europe the states that are the most just in socially than any other states in the world I know. I believe that still there is a wise man in the East and a rational man in the West. We in Europe, in the West, should learn the wisdom of the East, but the East must learn the rationality of the West. These two men must meet each other. We have a lot of these advantages in Europe as Muslims, one of them being the victims of genocide, as happens, not only to Muslims but also to Jews. But we have also advantages that the Muslims outside of Europe and the West do not have. And that is that we, in the cooperation or interaction with our neighbors who are of a different religion, see things differently, and we can interpret the text of the Quran and the Hadith of the Prophet in a different way, which is, I think, very good also for the people who live in the East, which means that reason cannot survive without faith, but the faith cannot function without reason. So this principle of the combination of faith and reason is the principle of Islam.